Do 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 do. What's up? Let me fix this real quick. So what y'all been up to? Like, did I open two of them? Yeah, I think. What's up? Let me fix this. Obvious, and we don't give a. They used to send me on. When we showing love. What is ball? Oh, it's good. So welcome, welcome. Hold on. We just I might just put on some music and just chill out. Like this. Oh no. I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna take this. Gotta find a texture real quick. Let me just. There we go. Get a gray, a nice gray texture, a nice dark gray. Let me get rid of this. There we go. All right, then. Oh, not plastic. This Slate? No. What do you think here? Pebbles? Uh-uh. We're going for by the way, we're doing a it's no, I like that though. I'm gonna use it later. We're making a house at the moment, you know. I'm gonna go sleep. What the business? Nope, what did I do? That's too big. As small as possible. There you go. Let's go with the same gray. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see how concrete this one. Oh, no, fuck. Nah, you know what? Oh, I don't got that on this computer. Hold up, let me download it. Alright, hold on, give it a second. Because I need to use that. It's much better. It's easier to use. I mean, well, I can make a whole thing with it. So, okay. Alright. Remember, you should be able to talk in chat. Hopefully, yeah, push this out to a couple more people. I should have been doing this a minute ago. Is I love is young. That bro. That really just mess up the title. I misspelled game. There we go. So there we go. And there we are. Is it up now? And she I'm gonna put on some music. Yeah. On some music and get this started.
Velma Dinkley. This is my story told my way.
Yeah. Oh,
And it starts with a murder.
hold on.
What's up? Kinda
Yeah,
cool
we're
the
gonna
way
listen to
mix
this
it
one.
up. Like this? Uh-huh.
There we go.
Hell yeah, no one's gonna fuck with me! Caught up in my feelings, I fuck around and kill another nigga. You ain't even gotta push me how I'm feeling now. I've been having mood swings like a Gemini. I could use the murder for therapy. I can make the news with it. Break the internet, have them all nervous and scared of me. Then get away sneaky clean. Never seen the thing. I got 44 F in them bullets and 25,000 stuff in these Amiri jeans. Damn, look at what happened to hip-hop. He had the Grammys, still got that shit caught. Pull out the cameras with me and my bitch out. And take a picture, ain't a hating nigga in the word out here fucking with Big John. Knock out his brains if he got it on his mind. Lonely, lonely, baby. Lonely, lonely baby, a lonely, lonely baby, lonely, lonely baby, lonely baby, a lonely, lonely baby, a lonely, lonely baby. As if I got a reason to act like I'm lonely. I saw my big brother laid out with his brains blowed out. It's been catching up on me. Shit, how would you act if your bro took his life and you know that you rapping? Make all these niggas and don't even trapping. You living your life the best you ever had just to see it come crashing down burning. You don't know the feeling.
No.
In the car with a bottle of liquor, a pistol, a lonely killer. Ain't no love at the top, just a lonely nigga. Ain't no love at the bottom either. All these butt leeches and bottom feeders. All these sores on our feet cause we overstepping. He just called us first one so you know he reppin'. He just a lonely, lonely baby, yeah. Baby. Peter Piper picked the pepper. I pulled a stick out, hit him, then I left her. She put my dick out, hit her on the dress. We fuck my aggression out. She like a press so how I fold her up and put it in her. She fucking a lonely nigga, that's a killer. Nigga.
That ain't the baby, that's my baby.
Kid.
It's Weezy, baby, at the top, it's lonely. Got choppers on me, can't stop the moment. I just popped the song, man, now I'm calm. All that body on me, got you hot, I'm warm, man. It ain't gonna help you more than I'm gonna harm you. Out you by myself, rolling like an army. Fuck her by herself, fuck her with her homies. I don't need nobody, I don't see no sign of I don't see nobody, come and see about it. I bet you see a Rari on Giovanni's, and I bet this pipe knocked the Peter out him. Better pick a pepper, all my little devils high from here to heaven. Better get a reverend, bet his mama cry when she hit a reverend. Shots hit the reverend, better get it extra with your lonely ass on your only fans. You your only fan, you gon' die a stripper, wasn't born to dance. Fuck the 1,000 niggas, I'm the only man. Let you stay lonely, let you skate on it, let you play on it, then lay on it and cut on them J on it. Like you were not alone.
Lonely, lonely baby. Lonely, lonely baby. A lonely, lonely baby. Lonely, lonely baby. Lonely baby. Lonely, lonely baby. A lonely, lonely baby.
Dream baby?
Yeah. Fuck.
Mm.
I don't got a pencil or pen in this book bag. Add like 10 to the clip cause it look bad. Don't give a fuck if you piss, nigga, get mad. Or you can bitch and get killed with your bitch ass. Lil' bro got blood on his shirt with his crip ass. Go right at this and get murked with your shit ass. Bitch, I'm a star, I might burst with my stiff ass. Hop out the car like who want it, who with that? I don't know nothing, I was gone when they did that. Bandana rap with my chrome and my wig at. If he won't beef, hit his home with a Big Mac. Niggas be breaking the code like a Kit Kat. Running your mouth like a hoe, get you bitch slapped. Acting too tough, get your bitch wrapped up. I can make 4 blunts out of bitch like her. I'm rolling backwards, what the fuck is a dust? And my coupe automatic like fuck is a clutch. And you still rockin' pack, son, boy, you a bum. Could've bought a new gun, what I spent on my charm. I get cheese by the pound, this is not Parmesan. I'm smoking broccoli, counting up lettuce. In love with the Glock, I think I got a fetish. Cushion my pocket, this shit hella smelly. Let's season my Glock, get that bitch hot and ready. Finna be summer, go pull out the shirts and go pull out the shovels and water the dirt. Niggas been so-called looking for me. For a half of a nigga, I'm popping them first. If you my bitch, then you gotta be pretty and with it like babe, put the Glock in your purse. Fuck up your life like some crack or a curse. Got a bitch with a pipe in the back of the fur. Thinking shit sweet can turn matters to worse. Go from Cadillac trucks to a Cadillac hearse. Act like you pop and get popped like a purse. Front like he got it, we rob him, his merch. Go through his wallet and all of his merch. Fuck what you call it, I call it some work. And I'm constantly balling like Cars Levert. I ain't fucking her raw. Hey, Catch him in traffic, go ape and gorilla. Pull up, we scoring like Damian Lillard. He say he ain't mean anyway. Ain't he a killer? This clip make him dance like he making a triller. Whooping so much, he just making it realer. Was tough on the ass face in the sweatshirt. Little boy quarterback, keep throwing bullets. Hot shit in his stomach, start baking his liver. All of my little niggas earthquake gang, cause they trying to make some shake off a jigger. I'm from up north, dropping rakes with the hitters. Hit licks in the field like we play for the Steelers. Back in the day, I snooze off the drink, double cup with the gang, drop an 8 in the picture. Come on the block when we passed her around, heard you loving that horn, you faithfully kiss her. They know my shit ringing all through the city, they speak on my name, but that's only assumptions. I go back Capital, I used to post up out west off the X looking ugly or something. Roll with some real ones, free Lil Jon Woosie, cause bitch niggas know how my brothers was coming. Ball like I'm Ed and I'm shooting like Lil Bit, and I'm just gonna do it like dirt when I'm stunning. I told my shorty, sit empty them clips. They say big bro, we ain't suit up for nothing. Shots from this pump like Lil Ricky, he running. Blow this 4-0 like a trumpet. It ain't no question, my little bro a dog. He gon' leave shit on the floor when he dump it. Might make the news or something for thinking shit sweet. Caught a shot to the face, nice skunk. I don't got a pencil or pen. How do we get rid of this? Added like 10 to the clip cause it look bad. Don't give a fuck if you piss, nigga, get mad. Or you can bitch and get killed with your bitch ass. Lil' bro got blood on the shirt with his crip ass. Go ride a disc and get murked with shit ass. Bitch, I'm a star, I might burst with my stiff ass. Hop out the car like who want it, who with that? I don't know nothing, I was gone when they did that. Bandana rap with my chrome and my wig at. If he won't beef, hit his home with a Big Mac. Niggas be breaking the code like a Kit Kat. Running your mouth like a hoe, get you bitch slapped.
Moderate to severe eczema. It doesn't care if you have a date, a day off, or a double shift. Make your move and get out in front of eczema with steroid-free Cibinco. Not an injection. Cibinco is a once-daily pill for adults who didn't respond to previous treatments. And it's proven to provide clearer skin and relieve itch fast. Cibinco continuously treats eczema whether you're flaring or not.
Cibinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots, serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers. Serious heart-related events and blood clots can happen. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious heart-related events or death with JAK inhibitors.
It's time to get out in front of eczema. Ask your doctor about once daily Cibinco.
Breaking apart, but I gotta hold my legacy. Good Sean on the beat, by the way. I don't wanna die.
Hey, I don't wanna die young, so I stay with a stick. Still on that shit, fuck 2 times 6. Forgot who I was, let me talk my shit. Like, Sturdiana, what's a move when I get up behind you? Shorty back, she get it from her mama. I do what I do and she do what she wanna. That's a fact, ain't no cap. Me and Chef had to run up them racks. If we missed, then we doubling back. 2018, I was stuck in the trap. Fell in love and I got too attached. Heart got broken, ain't no coming back. If you up it, ain't no coming back. Fuck on my ops, it ain't no coming back. Is you with it? If you up it, I up it, let's get it. Sleepy ain't feel no love in a minute, but fuck it, cause I ain't been broke in a minute. And your bitch hit me up, said she just wanna fuck, cause she ain't feeling strokes in a minute. You know me, I be hitting it different. So you can't get it back when I'm finished. So you can't get it when I'm cooking, I'm not in the kitchen. I'm probably somewhere out of town doing business. So I'm sorry if I couldn't kick it. I got a tattoo, I had to go miss it. Said she love me, that's part of my mission. Niggas be fake, gotta keep them a distance. Baby, stop all that tripping, you should just listen. 3 words, my body different.
Breaking apart, but I gotta hold my legacy, and I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die young.
I don't wanna die young. That might make mama crazy.
Crazy,
No
you know,
motion,
I'm too wavy.
No therapy could save me. Took L's, been winning lately. Locked in, ain't no escaping. Sometimes I get impatient. Mask on, no face, no cases. Yeah. Fall back, baby, I gotta breathe. Feel nobody, I'm ready to bleed. And she for the street, she not for me. From a place where they never believe. In the hood, thought I never would leave. Like, what would you do if you run into me? Got a chopper and you better squeeze. Had on knockers, he bob and he weave. If I go better follow my lead, I still make it hot like 100 degrees. Show no love cause it's hard to receive. You seen what I seen and you probably agree. Cops and robbers, I'm playing a thief. And mama told me not to play in these streets. It's too late cause I'm playing for keeps.
I don't wanna die young. I gotta hold my legacy, and I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die young.
I don't wanna die young.
How can I miss you? Really just my enemy.
I don't wanna die young.
I gotta hold my legacy, and I don't wanna die. I don't wanna.
You know what? No, I don't like this. I need to use it more to understand it. For now. she really was moving.
Breaking apart, but I gotta hold my legacy, and I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die.
Fuck a beat, I was tryna beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. Beat it up, where I nut shorty face. Eli
Last
Black,
time you close like a face.
Pop a nigga, then I go out my way. Do the dash, then I go out the way. Rob a nigga shoes, rob a nigga lace. We tryna see 100 bins in our face. Him gon' be eating good noodles every day. Bitch, I'm drawing doodles, take a paint away. Chopper tell your duties, it's a fish fillet. I woke up too moody, who gon' die today? Shoot a fuckboy in his motherfucking face. We could get up, but you don't wanna go that way. Gotta go that way, you get robbed for your racket. Gotta go that way, boy, you not gonna be happy. I tell 50s I'm a shooter like young Pepe. Bitch try to rob me, make her dance, Michael Jackson. We was plotting, y'all was tryna get the packing. Get the packing, you get robbed for a fraction. I'm
No taking and thinking why no action.
You want action, you get turned into pastors. Yo boys deep, well let's get to subtraction. Smith and Wesson made my night with some compassion. Fuck a beat, I was tryna beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. I'm gon' shoot, bitch, without the debate. I'm gon' shoot, you can see it in my face. Fuck a beat, I was tryna beat a case, but I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race.
Why did I close that? Why did I close that? I closed.
Hey,
Why would-
Jolo, we shooting outside.
Lil' baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money,
I
no
didn't even know
matter
that
the
we
cost.
called.
Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss.
I had to
Lil' baby,
reload
you out,
this.
you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money, no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss. Bitch, go crazy.
Okay.
Bitch, go crazy. Bitch, go crazy. Bitch, go crazy.
Don't wanna be homies, don't wanna be friends. You might listen to you again. You love me, you not gonna win. Like, for real.
Bitch, you know, look, get you killed. I don't write it, I say how I feel. Trying to think about how I'ma heal. You think you sleep?
Why everything takes so long to load?
Leave my keys. I'ma forget about you when you leave. Fuck your friend, but that'll be green. Send me a message, I left it on scene. Like,
Might keep it a beam. There you go.
Lil' baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss. Lil' baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss. You did it before, you do it again. Did it before, you do it again. You did it before, you do it again. Did it before, you do it again. Like, for real, got me working and covering bills. Got a new girl, she keep it real. She got me daddy, she love how I feel. Lil' baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss. Lil' baby, you out, you know you was
Bro,
wrong.
where is it?
Watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, think that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss.
Got a new thought. DJ Khaled, that's another one. Y'all niggas just like Kool-Aid. Y'all be sweet with y'all ain't Jimmy. I don't know what you thought it was, bitch. What the fuck you want? Bitch, you like a squirrel, you just like Sheeny. Bitch, get off my neck. Like they slow there, bitch, they're trying. 50 ball on the head and they gon' die trying. Who fucking with us, just guess nobody. Chain on road, you can play some hockey. So hot, what you hate them talkies. Had to dump her twice like she was 40. You better add it up. Like
When people say you wasn't for me, I'm lost. What am Hold on.
With YouTube Premium, you can download your videos and watch them without Wi-Fi. Take your videos everywhere and watch.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
Cop from a dork like this nigga.
A dork. This nigga stay, bro, you got a gram. You got a gram, bro. Smoke a nigga up.
This car can suck my dick. Indians, Visual West. Yeah. J-A-A-H-H-S-T. We ain't gotta talk, baby. I just wanna fuck from the 704. All my niggas real tough, like, what it do? She blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you? Hey, don't got a bag down shirt, not a boo, but I got a couple hoes I can switch it up too. Hit from the back, she like, damn, go, ooh, but I had to get a beat, cause a nigga couldn't pull like, fuck. Goddamn job, you don't need to give a fuck. I ain't
Where my
never pressed,
bird?
no, a nigga never stressed. Yeah, she got a couple bodies, but she said that I'm the best. Hey, one hit, no jumper, gotta walk with a vest, cause niggas really hating, saying they don't what's next. Went to the crib, smoked it up with Rico, back from the essays, free El Chapo, damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan, damn, fuck a hook, tax you for a gram, damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am, hey, we ain't gotta talk, baby, I just wanna fuck from the 704, all my niggas real tough, like, what it do, she blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you, hey, we ain't gotta talk, baby, I just wanna fuck from the 704, all my niggas real tough, like, what it do, she blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you, hey, back in this bitch part 2, and my ex said she love me, and I said, who is you, ooh, damn, what you saying, my hair on me like a nigga super saiyan, hey, 10, 11, 13, I don't fuck with 12 and they don't fuck with me. Bitch had game to you, I no trust. Suck dick for a grand, set my gas, make it slump. We ain't gotta talk, baby, I just wanna fuck from the 704. All my niggas real tough, like, what it do? She blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you? Hey, we ain't gotta talk, baby, I just wanna fuck from the 704. All my niggas real tough, like, what it do? She blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you? Hey,
Oh.
J-A-A-H-S-L-T, we ain't gotta talk, baby, I just wanna fuck from the 704, all my niggas real tough, like, what it do? She blowing on my phone like, bitch, who is you? Don't got a face for the shirt, not a blue. I got a couple hoes I can switch it up to. Hitting from the back, she like, damn, go, ooh, but I had to get a beat, cause a nigga couldn't pull like,
If you Walmart, you know that with everyday low prices, you can spend a little less to get a little more. To make life a little better.
We love you, Taka.
Yeah, I know you see the drip and you like it. Wanna text me, but your pride tryna fight it. I know you young, chasing love, tryna find it. Then I saw you at a party, started when I want you. So do you want me? If I said I love you, would you love me? I could never doubt you, but could you doubt me? Yeah, I wanna fall in love, I don't think it's for me. Hope you know I want you, so do you want me? If I said I love you, would you love me? I can never doubt you, but could you doubt me? Yeah, I wanna fall in love, I don't think it's for me. I ain't no regular nigga. When we pull up to the party, man, the party get bigger. And she fucking with Lil Tecca, cause she know I'm a winner. I pray to God every day, but I know I'm a sinner. More money, more pounds, and the bitches get thicker. You throw shooting like a free throw.
You know, it don't matter.
Freehold, that's my line. Yeah, I want a shorty right now, know you might now.
No,
But
I don't know, it's no time.
You know I'm too wavy. Yeah, I'm
I'm that nigga, you cannot replace me. As soon as I met you, you said you wouldn't date me. I can't say I'm loyal for you, baby. Maybe these niggas, they hate me cause they mad they hate me. So much hoes around me, I'm getting so lazy. I fuck with you, baby, as long as you make me. Sooner or later, I'll make you my baby. Sooner or later, I'll make you my baby. Yeah, I know you see the drip and you like it. Wanna text me, but your pride tryna fight it. I know you young, chasing love, tryna find it. Then I saw you at a party, started when I want you. So do you want me? If I said I love you, would you love me? I could never dub you, but can you dub me? Yeah, I wanna fall in love, I don't think it's for me. Hope you know I want you, so do you want me? If I said I love you, would you love me? I can never dub you, but can you dub me? Yeah, I wanna fall in love, I don't think it's for me. 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 Yeah, huh, yeah, huh, yeah, yeah. Gucci shoes on my feet when I hit the scene, I'm dripping, killing everybody, bitch, I can't leave a witness. Shooting at the nigga, mama, we gon' spread a chill, just cop the brand new llama, shoot it till it's empty. On the scene, shoot the ops till he drop, 24 shots, hit his ass with a shot clock. Couple blunts in rotation, bitch, this is a hot box. Riding around with hot glocks, tryna pop a nigga top. Only $1 big, no assist, can't take no dime. Know these bitches love me, they get wet just from my rhymes. Fuck me for my icy watch, lil' hoe, get on my top. Been killing all these rappers that do one too many crimes. Sliding in the space coupe, NASA, whoa. Ice water neck on Alaska froze. All in your girlfriend camera roll. Feeling too fly like that, show up. They wanna see me down. Little bitch, I won't go down. Now I'm on the road out of town. They hate that I'm up right now. Lil' groupie be calling me Don. Go ape in the boot like I'm Kong. Can't take me a bitch, I want funds. That shit too bad for my lungs. Ravioli, my sauce, and Rasta, my hoodie. If they ain't got money, they can't even book me. Y'all bitches be broke, why even that boozy? I joined the tallest, the gang, yo, Gucci shoes on my feet. When I hit the scene, I'm dripping. We killing everybody, bitch, I can't leave a witness. Shooting at that nigga mama, we gon' spare the children. I just caught the brand new llama, shoot it till it's empty. On the scene, shoot the ops till he drop. 24 shots, hit his ass with a shot clock. Couple blunts in rotation, bitch, this is a hot box. Riding around with hot glocks, tryna pop a nigga top. Clutching my tool, I'm ready to crash out. Just like 2K, make a nigga lag out. All of that talking, you showing your ass now. Hitting your pockets, I'm running your stash now. Stripping and wrecking, we want all the fed. I'm counting up green, it's coming like lead. The gas on the low, we pull up and set it. My mouth on zip, you know that I'm dead. He stepping to me, he must be on drugs. As soon as I see him, hit him with a slug. Don't fuck with these hoes, I can't show no love. Do dirt on my own with me and my gloves. Whoop a nigga ass, he was talking too tough. Up the Glock, 50 round, I'ma leave a nigga stuck. You know I'm untouchable, I can be touched. Tryna ride me, better try your luck. Glizzy got a beam and a bitch got a penis. Hit him with the heat like he living in Phoenix. I'm out of this world, I'm living on Venus. I'm pouring up foes, I love to be lean. Up the Glock on who, I'ma hit a nigga 4 times. Block 23, leave a nigga with no mind. Finesse in the city, I feel like I'm too true. Him in the back, leave him with no mind. How you gon' rob a robber? Burberry collar. Hollow tips, hit a nigga, make a nigga holler. Cut them on my dick, baby, I don't need no taller. You know I'm Jamaican, I'm hanging with them shawlers. Yeah, ha, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
They overstep. The bitch she clutch and she nurse and me down. She give me a perk. We came in this world and we looking for murder. Same thing. Actually, wait, hold on. Hold on, this is a Christmas song. We
Speaking
can't.
of which, Christmas right around the fucking. I think what I want from.
Pop-Tarts toaster pastries. Saving that other one for later?
No, just pre-gaming.
Nice. Crazy good.
Families throughout the history of man have been chosen to make this decision. Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the three of you to prevent the apocalypse.
We're not sacrificing anyone. You guys are delusional.
I'm on my family's side.
My son is gonna die.
I saw the light.
Time's running out on the world. Make a choice.
Rated R.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Huh? Packing the mail, it's gone.
Girls just wanna have fun. So they party.
Hey yo, Nashy, you go crazy.
Her mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you. Your mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you. She don't want nobody, she don't need somebody. I'm tryna be with you so you don't be without me. She told him just like me, no, we can't leave without it. She boot up off the meds like like she can't breathe without it. She drinking for locals, I can't get with those. She won't give me though. I tell her come close. She say you love me, but I don't know what love means. I ask her who got a heart, cause damn that nigga lucky. I've been trying to reach for it, but it's too far above me. I ain't never do you wrong, so tell me why you don't trust me. She don't do this often, she said it's only because me. You the one who wanted, therefore you can never judge me. She just wanna party, and nothing wrong with that. Every time I'm calling, she say she gon' call me back. I told her call me Rocky, she say she not gon' call me that. You say you come with a lot, well baby I want all of that. Her mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you. Her mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you.
Don't be scared to party. Don't be scared to party. Don't be scared to party.
It's all strong, what? And she blocked me.
Gotta call my nigga, die down and skip the heartbeat. Looking for your love, but your feelings is departing. Pull up on the wrong street, you niggas getting blicked out. Gun up in my hand while I fuck her with my dick out. We was really in the trenches, thugging in the chopper house. Don't you tell me that it's smoke, because you know that we gon' bang it out. I don't even know which car I'ma drive. Rolling 3-5, now I'm too damn high. Bitch, I'm in my zone, don't you kill my vibe. If a nigga play, you know them choppers gon' ride. That Michael Draco clip, it look like a banana. A nigga look on in this bitch, we gonna blam him. A lot of choppers when we ride, raise the count up. I ride the corners, throw the gun over the counter.
I ain't got spin back, cause I know he did. And that's a violent when you shoot a nigga right in the remember that excessive question about the boy in the mess. Man, trying not to do it.
Make a famous next minute, she blocked me. 30 in this perkin, need to slow down on the Roxy's. Gotta call my nigga, die down and skip the heartbeat. Looking for your love, but your feelings is departing. Pull up on the wrong street, you niggas getting blicked out. Gun up in my hand while I fuck her with my dick out. We was really in the trenches, thugging in the chopper house. Don't you tell me that it's smoke, because you know that we gon' bang it out.
Let's go. You know it's baby, nigga.
Oh Lord, Jesse made another one.
She said fuck with me, but I ain't got this time.
Off a private plane and went and hopped on 85. Go call my chauffeur, bitch, cause I don't like to drive. In Suburbans back to back, and we gon' fill them up with vibes. Fill them with vibes. Get in and ride. And no, a nigga not blind. But I keep the stick and I'm fire. I met a nigga in line. Just fucking with me, say he did and he lied. We got so many vibes stuffed in the car. We can fuck them hoes 6 at a time. I made them hoes say that nigga so fine. He got the dick, you can feel in your spine. Yeah, that's what they say about baby. You know that them bitches don't play about baby. Baby should go run for president. Look what God did. Took his time with me. Got a red, white hoe like a peppermint. Put the hotel, take the vibes in. She gon' fuck me and fuck with my brethren. My brother know. Having 3 hoes in the king side. I ain't finished yet. Get another bitch. Got a riding dick and screaming hee haw. You made me proud, girl. You a cowgirl. Did a handstand. I'm like, wow, girl. Got me fucking her upside down. Ooh, bow, bow. Yeah, we going dumb say she want to come. I'm looking like when? She looking like now. Some more came in, say they wanted two. I tell my brother, bitch, I'm out. I know. She wanna fuck with me, but I don't got the time. Just hopped off a private plane and went and hopped on 85. Go call my chauffeur, bitch, cause I don't like to drive. Me and Suburbans back to back and we gon' fill them up with vibes. She wanna fuck on me, but I don't got the time. Just hopped off a private plane and went and hopped on 85. Go call my chauffeur, bitch, cause I don't like to drive. Me and Suburbans back to back and we gon' fill them up with vibes. Let's get on the jet, yeah. Come give me some neck, yeah. She ain't picking up, and her nigga just called. She gon' send him a text. I don't need no top, bitch. You know I'm a dog. Better send me the bet. Ever made you a million? I tell him riddle me that. Ain't offending me yet. My bitch Rick Cardi. I'm in this bitch feeling like set. $250,000 on my neck. 1.2 on the crib. 400,000 on the whip. Digging down your little bitch. I'm about to go buy me a coupe. Pull up, make the doors raise the roof. Yeah. Louis V on me for tea. Yes, I buy with a pole like a tree. Get enough. Baby Ray Allen from 3. Swiss. You leave me open, I shoot. We like Martin and Pam at the hotel. We kicking hoes out, get the boot. D.O. catching bodies, they bout it. Yeah. We having new vibes in the lobby. That's wherever we go, ain't no problem. I just told the bitch no, she was child. She won the fuck.
These are $300 sneakers, but with Honey, $245. Honey can save you money on all kinds of sneakers by clicking down there. Sneakers to wear on Valentine's Day. Sneakers to wear on your first day of school. To wear to a party. To wear when you're chilling by the pool. To wear when you want to go on a hike. Sneakers when you eat cheese pizza. To wear when you want to break out a fresh pair of white crispy kicks. Even sneakers to wear to go to outer space. To wear skateboarding. To play basketball in.
It's my love, it's your love, it's our love. And I be thinking the world is out of love. So love struck, it's fucked up. And she don't really care because everybody want the same thing. New chain, new car, and the same ring. I just wanna make money with the same gang. New glass, new frame, but the same lane. Whole team code different, but the same pain. Really, I just wanna plain Jane. Bitches fucking different niggas for the same fame. I'm committed to myself, nigga, so I can't change. She wanna pop it, lock it, drop it. I'm so up, baby, stop it. 10 new windows right around cause I'm popping. She wanna come, my bitch showing no love. Toxic, baby, can't trust. Be honest, you want me to hit it. No boxing, pass the grip. Toss it, hop in the belly, the Rari, the moose head. You got a problem with me, you can come say it. Pass a little thotty off, I had to relay it. Now when they say my name, they be like, he made it. Oh shit, that's tech, that boy up in NY. I'm really from Queens, but they say I'm from LA. 6th grade up in 231 with my fella. So sad when I moved out the hood, we all fell out. Obvious that we don't give a fuck. They used to stick me up, and now they showing up, and now they showing up. Getting love from up above. No, don't hit me up. No, don't hit me up. No. Everybody want the same thing. New chain, new car, and the same ring. I just wanna make money with the same gang. New glass, new frame, but the same lane. Whole team code different, but the same pain. Really, I just wanna plain Jane. Bitches fucking different niggas for the same thing. I'm committed to myself, nigga, so I can't change. She wanna pop it, lock it, drop it. I'm so up.
I feel like a change should change the idea of this. I feel like I shouldn't, but like, I don't know. Actually, I feel like it should just be a house, you know? Not like a whole bunch of other stuff, but just a house. Not, I feel like that would be a middle class order. Hold on.
Because every day starts with coffee. Remove 15 years of stains with Colgate.
Before we begin, the first thing I want to do is activate Node Wrangler. To do this, I'm going to go into Edit, Preferences, and this will bring us our Preferences window. I'll go into the Add-on section, and in the search bar, I'll type in Node. You'll see a few plugins pop up, and the one we want is the Node Wrangler add-on. You'll see Preferences window. I'll go into the add-on section, and in the search bar I'll type in Node. You'll see a few plugins pop up, and the one we want is the Node Wrangler add-on. You'll see I've already got this activated. If you haven't already, then just take Node Wrangler, type in Node. You'll see a few plugins pop up, and the one we want is the Node Wrangler add-on. You'll see I've already got this activated. If you haven't already, then just tick the checkbox to activate it, and we're ready to begin with the tutorial. In my default Blender scene, I'm going to select the default cube, press the N key, and I'm going to adjust the dimensions of this cube. I'm using dimensions that I googled earlier, but feel free to use your own. I'm just going to rename my cube as door, and I'm going to delete the default light, select the cube, and now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is the default cube, press the N key, and I'm going to adjust the dimensions of this cube. I'm using dimensions that I googled earlier. But feel free to use your own. I'm just going to rename my cube as door, and I'm going to delete the default light, select the cube, and now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S key, scale, and then Y key to scale up. I'm just going to rename my cube as door, and I'm going to delete the default light, select the cube, and now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S key, scale, and then Y key to scale on the What I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S key, scale, and then Y key to scale on the Y axis, and edge loops. Press the S key, scale. And then Y key to scale on the Y axis and scale it up like so. Next, I'm going to add another edge loop, and I'll move this to at the top. Search bar, I'll type add-on to additions, and I'll move this to at the top like that. And now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S key, scale, and then Y key to scale on the Y axis and scale it up like so. Next, I'm going to add another edge loop, and I'll move this to at the top. And now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S, and now it's time to start modeling. So what I'm going to do is tab into edit mode, Control R to add edge loops, and I'm going to add 2 edge loops. Press the S key, scale, and then Y key to scale on the Y axis and scale it up like so. Next, I'm going to add another edge loop, and I'll move this to at the top around here somewhere. I'll add another edge loop and move it here. Next, what I'm going to do is select the polygon mode, select the polygon, Shift D and duplicate, and I'm just going to quickly scale it up, and P to separate the selection. I'll rename my object to door light. What I want to do is select the window polygons, but first I'm going to hide this door light, and I'm going to make sure that I've selected both the front and the back. X key and then delete faces. I'm going to polygon, Shift D and duplicate, and I'm just going to quickly scale it up, and P to separate the selection. I'll rename my object to door light. What I want to do is select the window polygons, but first I'm going to hide this door light, and I'm going to make sure that I've selected both the front and the back. X key and then delete faces. I'm going to select the edge mode, Shift click and select the edge loops for both the front and the back. Control E and bridge edge loops. Now it's time to add in our vent at the bottom of our door. So what I'm going to do loops. Now it's time to add in our vent at the bottom of our door. So what I'm going to do is Control R and add in 2 more edge loops just like we did for the window.
I can't. This is so.
When you crave the uncomfortable, try Spicy Pringles Scorchin'.
Okay, so the other day I went on my channel and I was like, wow, how... So I chose to do something else. Swap, blend, swap, blend, blendy swappy. It's basically a website where I can take assets from people for free and download them and use them for myself. So yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, I typed human base mesh and I found this guy. Look at him, so handsome. So all was left to do was put him in Blender, so I took that boy, I slapped him into the...
There we go. No. Gotta wait for this to load. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I not just download it? Hold on. I did just download it. Hold on.
I slapped him into the... So handsome. So all was left to do was...
Dude. Dude. Dude.
Was put him in, and I found this guy. Look at him, so handsome. So all was left to do was put him in.
He imported.
Slotsky's so good, you could go toppingless. We still recommend one of these.
Hello everyone, welcome to this epic tutorial. How to make a tutorial, because I'm not showing you every step, but anyways. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is actually kind of cool, because that's kind of a movie called Cool. So I decided I want to make a monster in Blender. First, I searched for alien monster, I don't even know what. I just was looking for reference images to inspire my sculpt, because I'm gonna sculpt this monster. Reference is always the key to sculpting, because having the
Guys, 30 minutes using a sphere. Go to my settings and go into my remesher. I'm going to adjust the voxel size to 0.08 and I'm just going to remesh it. And going to my smooth brush, I like to adjust my smooth brush to a lower value, lower intensity at the beginning. That way when I'm smoothing, it's not going to melt down the
Yeah, that is
play or measure. I like to. So what I like to do first is I like to go to
Switch from turbo to.
Hello and welcome to my first episode. So we're gonna have delete what we. So first, let's just go. I'm gonna delete what we don't need. In the modifiers, I'm gonna add subdivision. So we're gonna have a sphere and apply. Oh, I'm gonna delete what we don't need. In the modifiers, I'm gonna add subdivision. So we're gonna have a sphere and apply. I'm gonna add. So let's just go. I'm gonna delete what we don't need. In the modifiers, I'm gonna add subdivision. In the viewport, enter and apply. Add subdivision. So I'm gonna delete what we don't need. In the modifiers, I'm gonna add subdivision. So we're gonna have a sphere and apply. Okay, I'm gonna go into edit mode, scale it a little bit because it's a bit small. I'm gonna just turn on the screencast so you can see what I'm pressing. Let's just go. I'm gonna delete what we don't need. In the modifiers, I'm gonna add subdivision. So we're gonna have a sphere and apply. Okay, I'm gonna go into edit mode, scale it a little bit because it's a bit small. I'm gonna just turn on the screencast so you can see. Go into edit mode, scale it a little bit because it's a bit small. I'm gonna just turn on the screencast so you can see what I'm pressing. Just turn on the screencast so you can see what I'm pressing, and that's in the viewport overlay. I'm gonna just turn on the screencast so you can see. I'm gonna just turn on the screencast. So you can see what I'm pressing, and that's in the viewport overlay. I'm gonna turn on statistics and annotations. Annotations is only for you because I'm gonna do a little bit of draw over from time to time. Okay, just let me drag out the UI so you can see what kind of brush I'm on. Okay, I think you can go. So I'm gonna start with a grab tool and drag from the front view. I'm actually gonna change. You can see what kind of brush I'm on. Okay, I think you can go. So I'm gonna start with a grab tool. And drag from the front view. I'm actually gonna change the focal length a bit. You should do it too, so the head looks the same. I'm just gonna fatten up the sides a little bit, but as well as shorten up the top. Flatten up, go into side view, and make the head actually bigger, because we need to fit in those big brains. I'll drag a chin out a bit. So what I'm looking, usually flatten up, go into side view, and make the head actually bigger, because we need to fit in those big brains. I'll drag a chin out a bit. So what I'm looking, usually drawing tutorials are very amazing at learning the proportions and feature of the face. In one of the drawing tutorials, I learned that the top is like an egg shape.
Yeah, every block counts.
Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Tutorial Blender. So once you have select a window, and so here inside Blender we can just click. I created a tab for my asset library, but it's quite easy to set up. You can bring up this new window and we can select asset browser. So this is how it looks. So we'll just quickly go over the interface, then I'll show you what I have set up. So you have view. This is typical with all the interfaces of Blender. You have select object, just basically things you see everywhere. And then this is where you can choose the directory of where the asset is located. I will show you how mine looks like. I click on my asset library. This is a custom interface. We can go to character base, because I am mainly a character artist and I like to start with a lot of base models for my project client, most especially client project. So I just quickly, all the OBJ object and FBX.
If you've ever wanted to learn how to use my scroll button or at the top of your
And then we're going to go over to this over
will look as an orange outline, which is great. That means it's the
What's up, guys? Justin in the future microphone.blend file. And what we want to do, what I've done is I've downloaded this, and this gets downloaded as a .blend file. So if I was to look in my Windows Explorer, you can see that this is called microphone, and it's just a .blend file. And what we want to do is we want to import this. But you might have noticed if you go up to File, Import, there's no option in here for .blend. And the reason for that is because we don't necessarily import this as much as we either link to it or append it. And so you can see how those options are up above. So you can see if you mouse over this, this tells you what these do. They either link from a library.blend file or they append a .blend file. And so let's start by looking at the append option. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go to File, Append, and so you want to go find that file wherever you saved it. And notice how right now this is just showing the microphone.blend. But if you click on the append button, you can't just bring that in. What that does is that takes you to all of the stuff contained inside of this model. And so in this situation, for example, if you look at this, this has all of the stuff that's inside of the microphone model. So it has the cameras, the collections, the meshes, the materials, all of those are in here. There's really two different ways that you can import these. So you can either go into the object section and you can actually import all of these. So you could just do an A to select everything and then link that or bring that in by clicking on append. But the problem with that is if we bring that in right here, it's going to bring in all of your meshes, but it's going to bring them in as individual objects. So they're not organized or grouped or anything like that, which can make this really hard to work with. And so that's not necessarily the best way to do this because most files are already organized. And so what we want to do instead is, first of all, I'm going to click on this collection right here. And then I'm going to go to File, Append, and instead of going into the object section, we want to go into the collection section. So if you go into the collection section, what that's going to do is that's going to list out all of the collections that are inside of this model. Well, in this case, we just want to bring in the microphone. We don't want to bring in the studio scene. So if we click on append now, what that's going to do is that's going to bring this object in and it's going to drop it right here. And so one thing we want to do is we want to move this to our 3D cursor location. So I'm just going to do a Shift S and I'm going to click on selection to cursor. So I'm just going to do a Shift S and I'm going to click on selection to cursor. And so what that's done is that's taken this object and that's taken that to our 3D cursor. And then I can just tap G and move it up so it's sitting on the table. And so the nice thing about appending an object is when you append it, you're creating a completely unique copy of this geometry. So that means that you can actually come in here and you can edit and change it however you want. You don't have to worry about external links or anything like that. And so let's say I wanted to make some changes to the actual geometry of this object. I could actually do that because we've appended this. And so when you append something, what it means is it means you're bringing in a completely unlinked copy of an object into your model. So if I was to rotate around, hit the tab, hit the tab key to go into edit mode, I could come in here and I could actually edit the geometry in here. So let's say I wanted to add like a loop cut or something like that, and then scale this inward or outward to add some kind of detail to this. Notice how I can actually edit this geometry because we've appended this. This is a completely standalone version of this object. So now I can take this whole thing and I can move it around, I can edit it, I can kind of do whatever I want to it. So that's one way to do this. The other way to do this is to link to the model. So if you go to File, Link, What that's going to do is instead of creating a unique copy of this, it's going to link to an external file. And so in this situation, we want to select the collection for our microphone. So if we bring that in, we're going to bring in the linked collection to that microphone. If you bring the group in, you can move the group around, but you can't actually make any changes to it, right? So I can't like tab into edit mode on this because this is a link. And so because this is a link, this is basically just linking to an external Blender file. So I can't actually do anything to this. And notice how if you were to bring in the individual geometry, so
No Wi-Fi. Okay, I'll just chill then.
Matt, with YouTube Premium you can down